Okay, so my last question for you before we move to your closing statements is, would you tell us why you believe the private sector spends money more wisely and works better than the government sector, starting with Anthony Tejas?
I believe that the private sector works better than the government because everything you do in terms of operating a small business includes risk. And when you actually have something to lose in terms of your capital, you make better decisions in terms of how many people you're going to employ, how much product you're going to put on the shelves, what kind of health care coverage you're going to provide for your employees or incentives and all these different things. When the government comes in, there is no incentive for profit. There's no incentive to, not take this risk. The government will take risks where there is, a lot of data that supports contrary to their position. I think if you look at the bailouts of Wall Street, essentially the government told them it doesn't matter what you do, there is no risk because we're going to give you money and we're going to bail you out. And I think that is having a detrimental effect on our economy, and I would like to see a return to actual free market principles where you rise and fall based upon the business decisions you make as a company.
Thank you. Laura DeLone.
Mr. Tejas hit it right on the spot. Whenever there's incentive for profits and incentive for success, people are going to make better decisions. Whenever there's a blanket, one-size-fits-all system, whether that's choosing contracts or setting up any kind of crony project you can think of, private industry does it better because they're driven by filling a gap or filling a need or profits. They're driven by doing it right, so just spending the same money this year so you get the same amount of money next year. So it's just more efficient when it's done voluntarily and not coercively.
Thank you. Patrick Haggerty.
The politician's incentive is getting reelected, so they're going to go with whoever donated the last time. If they've got a buddy in the game, then they're going to go with that company, and they're going to go with that company's buddy, and I think that's the definition of cronyism. I never really looked up the word crony, but I think that's it. And private sector does it better because, like I said earlier, for every one job the government, every dollar they spend, the government spends. The $2 the government spends on a job, the private sector will spend one. I don't know if I said it the same way, but the private sector's got incentive to make profit, and the profits make the world go round. That's the name of the game, and the government has no incentive because they have no incentive to make profit. They don't care what the service does or who the contractor is. Don't worry, they've got a piggy bank full of it. They got all the money in the world with us. They think they can just keep on taking our money. I don't like that. I don't think that's right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The